Stone Man good. Stone Man big. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we rescued some sheep. And this time, we are not rescuing as the sheep have already been rescued. Instead, we are rescuing a guy who decided to be dumb and left the village before he could be escorted. Like an idiot. You gotta listen and let these teenagers know that you're safe. So yeah, we are just here on the northern Nord Highlands once again. You can see right there is where we're supposed to go. There is apparently a fishing spot here. I don't exactly know where, but it's somewhere, I'm sure. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure this is the case, but yeah, okay. We should have everything seen. Also, we're under-leveled.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's also, there's always the, like, I think it's supposed to be like a bird screech is what I'm assuming it is in the music. I always think that it's a smoke detector going off.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
So, I don't know. Take that for what you will. It doesn't really mean anything whatsoever, but it's something to note, I guess. There's the eagle. I don't know where but it leads to the northern mountains. Keep that area falls within the scope of a field search. Turn back. Fine. I guess we won't explore.
Steady.
Also, yeah, Stone Man, very big. I don't know if he's good, but he's at least big.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Here's our fishing spot. And that's something new. It looks like a lizard, because it probably is a lizard. In fact, it's actually a salamander.
What even
is this? I was expecting a fire seepeth because of the whole, myth behind salamanders and fire, which I don't actually really know off the top of my head. I just know that it's something that exists. Sorry. We also have a rock eater.
Caught one.
I don't know how I remember these things. I'm pretty sure he gave us some earth seepeth, but I didn't actually get to see how much it was. But it's fine. We just get to fish and just get the worst of them. Although, the clear gelatins. We get a lot of clear gelatin from DLC stuff, but also I prefer seepeth, so
Caught one.
It's fine. Yeah, 50 seepeth, that's nice.
Let us ride on.
Anyways, back to going and Stone Man big. Impressive. It's taken back by the size of the stone circle in the southern highlands. This is at a whole different level. Oh, hello, what brings you up here? Come to get a look at the statue, too? Oh, do you think you're Norton by any chance? Yeah, that's me. I've met you before. You have some business with me. I finally found you. Bring up to speed. It sounds like I've caused some unnecessary worry for the people of the settlement. We should get back right away. Or rather, I'd like to, but I still haven't finished taking all the photographs I need. Would you mind waiting a bit longer while I finish up? Well, I can't really fault you for being fascinated. It really is impressive. Not there's anything like this anywhere else on the continent. Actually, it might surprise you to know that there is. This isn't the only such statue I'm aware of. There's a similar statue on Rionia Island, way out to the west. Rionia Island? Is that where Group B was sent? I had no idea there were more of these around. No one knows any more about the statues on Rionia Island than they do about this one, but I'm currently taking pictures of ruins and ancient sites like this. Taking photographs of this area was the reason I came to the Nord Highlands in the first place. I just told us the people of the Nord refer to this statue as the guardian of this region. Yeah. You don't like to say the statue was here long before our ancestors came from the east. They settled in this land only with its permission. When I saw it, I was immediately reminded of the legend of the Great Knight. You know, now that you mention it, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. No doubt. The tale originated during the Dark Ages and spread throughout the Empire. When the land roils with the tide of war, a colossal knight, wreathed in flame, come forth to quell the conflict. That's the general gist of it anyways. What do you mean by that? Well, each region has its own variant of the tale. They all maintain a knight as the central figure, but like all tales, its veracity is questionable at best. But certainly one of the most mysterious legends have passed down in the Empire. See, it does seem like this statue could mesh with that story too. I wonder if they're related somehow. Are you okay? I'll be alright, nothing to worry about. Just a minor heart attack. Anyway, I've come all the way out here, so would you mind waiting until I'm done photographing this site? I promise I'll head back to the settlement with you as soon as I'm done. Well, it doesn't seem like the wildlife has much of an interest in this area. It should be safe on its own, even if we head out somewhere else for a while. Agreed. Cause the story to advance. Let me check. I'm trying to... Yeah, we'll wait for Norton to finish. I'll try not to keep you waiting for too long. Finally back in the settlement. Thanks a million for escorting me back here. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph the statue to my heart's desire. I'm just glad you made it back safe and sound. Let's go tell the elder. Seems to be quite a commotion over there. That's... Looks like there's been an orbital car accident. Why here? Not the gym we filled the quest for this morning? Very same. Summons Dr. Amer. Couldn't have been one responsible, could he? Never mind that, we need to go take a closer look! Are you hurt? Guys, I'm alright, sorry for worrying you. What happened here? On my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, and all of a sudden I just lost control of the vehicle. Is anyone injured? Suffered a few bumps and bruises, but other than that, fortunately not. Just relief I didn't end up hurting anyone. I'm glad to know your injuries are lighter. Thanks be to the wind and the goddess. Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in an area as open as free of obstructions as this? Simply lose your concentration for a moment? Of course not. This car is extremely important to all of us. I wouldn't dream of driving it carelessly. I'm not sure what caused it. When I was nearing the settlement, the steering wheel started to feel oddly stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional. Otherwise, I dread to think what might have happened. Let's see, Lisa? Let's see. Think we got one we were on? Probably. Might say it runs in the family. How can I forget? Stands to reason that the sign of the Rhine for a group would be quite handy in mechanical matters. Even if she does pretend she wants nothing to do with her family more. Would you mind your own business? What you say though, it's not as true as it used to be. I have some professional engineers at the Rhine company now who can't even perform basic maintenance work. Standards in higher education must be slipping. Compared to the Zeiss central factory in the borough, the Rhine group is getting far too big for its own good. All those giant, vertically structured divisions, each with their own subdivisions. And still becoming the Empire's largest corporation, has brought its own share of new issues. So now I can manage to figure out what the problem is? I think so. I think there was a contact fail in the core circuits near the engine. It's probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering even though it was fine as before. Think you can repair it? Doubt it. I can diagnose, but I'm no technician. I think we'll need to call in a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll have to ask someone from Xander Gate. I'm impressed. You should see that Thor's Military Academy is more to be proud of than just its famous founder. Well, they're even dead. I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norton made it back safe. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, no trouble at all. As long as you've been able to work out the cause of the problem here, that's all thanks to Alisa. It was nothing, really. No shame in being proud of your accomplishments. Well, I'm glad we've gotten this squared away. We still have something of a problem. It's the settlement's only vehicle. Having it out of commission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. Sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? Sure, this isn't part of your field study, no? I would respectfully disagree. She does such great food and has shown us such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. But actually repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level. Still, it would be discourteous of us not to at least make an attempt to assist our hosts. Thanks, everyone. If you insist, we'll be more than grateful for any assistance you can find. If you could bring out someone who could do the repairs, that would be great. Sounds like the best course of action. We head to Zender Gate and see if they can spare a mechanic. Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than an army technician for things of this sort. Up near Lake Lacma in the Northern Highlands, there's an elderly man from an animal. I'm sure he'll be able to fix up the truck for us if we ask him. True, Eric could probably have this fixed in no time at all. The cabin near the lake? Passed by it early, but seems vacant. So you want us to go and call this man for you then? If you'd be so kind. There's no hurry. If you have other things you need to do, by all means, do those first. Either way, we need to clean up the site after the accident before anything else. Just handle it as if it were part of your field study. So yeah, we have finished up everything that we need to do. So yeah, we can just ride out to the cabin. We get a Highland cloth. Which, what does the Highland cloth do? That's not great, honestly. It's kind of disappointing. Oh well. Not really my problem. Because of the way that we've done things, we're actually just clear to go already. So, we've taken care of everything. We've done all the quests. We've done, you know, we've done the hidden quest. We've done all of the...
Steady.
Oh. That's a cliff. We've done the hidden quest. We've done the optional quests. We've grabbed every treasure chest. We have even grabbed all the fish. So yeah, we just gotta go and get to Lake Lacrima. Which shouldn't take too long, especially with Turbo and Dash. Which is what I'm going to, like, always use out here. Because, I mean, look how fast we're going. We are rolling around at the speed of sound, as a wise man once said. Oh. And if I recall, I think the next things that we have to pick up aren't until tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow we have some more things to pick up, but we've done everything that we need to for today.
Yeah.
So, to the lake! At least we made it as far as the lake. Is he at home? Well, the boat's at the wharf and the garage door's open, so I'd say it's likely. Listen, we should go see him at once. Let's do so, and find out why Alisa seems to be very troubled by this man's existence. Because she seems very troubled by this man's existence. Question is, did we talk to the garage? No, we just have to barge into his house. Unannounced. But too bad. Okay, we're actually knocking on the door. Looks like there's someone inside. I suppose it must be the man we came to see then. But he just came back from fishing. For a hermit, he doesn't seem to want for much. So what are we gonna do? It's open, come on in. Alisa? Excuse us then. Hey, it's good to see you again, sir. But isn't it guys? Haven't seen you for, what, half a year now? And little Lisa's too. Oh, I don't think I've seen your face in, oh, must be coming up on 5 years now. Wait, what? Speed. Grandpa, what are you doing here? Well, I guess that's one way to be introduced, but let me give you a proper welcome. I'm Gwyn Ryford, Alisa's favorite granddad. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7. Honored to meet you, sir. I'm Reen Schwartz. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm a Milstein. You Sabrea. It's an honor. Perhaps a group of young folk if there ever was one. But you've sure done a lot of growing in the last 5 years. You're taller and bigger. It does this man's heart good to see how easy on the eyes you've become. Grandpa, please. Forget about what have you been doing out here all this time. Back when you disappeared from Mura, I never believed if someone told me this is where I'd find you. Have any idea how worried I've been? Oh, come now. I send you letters a couple times a year, don't I? And of course, I read all the ones you give to Sharon, too. Still, have you been here the whole time this past 5 years? Just about. I'm stare you around, though. Spent about half the year traveling around the continent, seeing friends or visiting the Empire. I see. Mr. Reinford, would you mind if I asked how you know so much about a field study? Seems almost like you were expecting us to pay you a visit. And it's just a coincidence the truck broke down when it did. But I admit, ever since Arena told me you would come to the Highlands, I figured I'd see you at some point. You still talk to Mother? Yes, indeed, just about minimum. The girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Lisa? Anyway, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement and have a look at that truck. Just wait outside of it while I go grab my tools. Actually, I found a few good-sized trout. You take them over to the settlement when you go. Of course. So that's the former chairman of the Reinford group. I knew of him by name, but he's a far more light-hearted man than I would have guessed. Indeed, he seems very easygoing. Say what you will, you're not gonna hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just capricious and irresponsible. 5 years ago, he just... Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement. Wait for him by the garage. And we certainly could do so, but also, it would be a tragedy to not take in this gorgeous view. And also, I'm going to do some fishing off screen. So, since I have no idea... maybe I don't have a choice. Guys, we're back to the settlement. Guys, you're on pretty good terms with my grandfather then? Something like that. I've only known him for a couple years, but all of us in the settlement know him a lot. Myself included. Okay, we're good to go. Mind if I ride with one of you? Grandpa? You aren't driving? Nah, the engine's been acting up a bit like this. I'd rather not. Besides, how could I get a chance to pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's class a little better? Reed, right? Got room for one more up there. I was gonna do some fishing, but oh well. Why did you have to pick Reed? Better not be giving him any funny ideas. I'm sure that's the case. I feel a little bit more at ease if you focus on the reins, though. There's a little Sharon doing these days. I hear she recently started working in her dormitory. That's right, I haven't got too much time to get to know her, but she's really skilled at what she does. She is very much so, but more importantly, she's a real cutie. She always has the lovely reserved air, but there's a playful side to her, too. I wish she sounded like personally. That'd be the life. Tampa girl is really nice, too. She's got those glasses, that hair, you want her to like them. And she's class president for material food. That's a smoldering hot room hottie if I ever saw one! Come on, you know you agree with me in this. Can't say I disagree with you, but... Don't mind my asking, why'd you never tell Alisa that you were here? Tell me, what kind of girl do you see her as? Well, I'd say she's a really hard worker. Great many respects. Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's good-looking, polite, she's well-mannered as any noble's daughter, intelligent. That all comes naturally to them. That's the persona she forces on herself. And it makes it however little she makes it all seem. And yet, she has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself. I do feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind and her sense of duty compels her to always see things through. She always keeps everything bottled up. Like she never wants to let on to anyone that she needs help with a problem. Lisa R. from Newark. Deal out of anything? Flashbacks, yeah! I have a feeling relations between her mother and I probably start to end up that way. More specific, the conflict between the two of us. So I didn't tell her where I was. I'll leave it up to her to fill in the details about that. I'm sure once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on her own. A bit closer? I have a feeling there's a critical misunderstanding going on here. Oh, is that so? I thought there was something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of the letters. I did have that unfortunate accident back at the start of the school year, but that's all it was. When she got sorted out, nothing really happened since. An accident, hey? Did you accidentally collide with her on the road to school, causing her to drop Toshio between her sweet lips, and the dust cleared? Did the two of you find yourself sprawled on the ground in an unlikely heart-racing position? It's a really oddly specific question, but I don't know what kind of... Oh, something really did happen, didn't it? Now, just tell old Gwyn here everything you want, all about it. I want every last juicy detail. But please, thank you, Gwyn, for being weird.
Hey, isn't that... Ooh, it's those military academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well. Looks like things are gonna start getting interesting. Okay, let's get this mission started! Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
That night, the people of Summer held a banquet. It was for us, Gwyn, and more. Dun-dun-dun. I don't know what we'd ever do without you, Gwyn. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Lycan, that booze isn't gonna drink itself. Yes, yes. It's so hard. I can so hardly believe it. Finding the famous Gwyn rival out in the sticks like this. And then, of course, he seizes on the opportunity of the Orbital Revolution to make right for the industrial powerhouse it is today. And it's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. Its Rhineford company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their names on firearms and such. And they went to a massive expansion of the lineup to start working on orbital weapons and railway projects. Well, I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility, but the company does business all across the continent, not just domestic. Gwyn has a refreshingly international outlook for an airborne businessman. I knew he was a key man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to step down, but look at him now, he's the picture of health. Maybe there's some truth to the rumor after all. Oh, what do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. No real proof of it, and we at the Imperial Chronicle aren't in the business of printing baseless speculation. Alisa? I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm gonna go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright. Alisa? You're class president, all you make for better company. I think you're definitely the best man for the job. So I'll be back in a little while then.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Alisa?
Oh, Reen. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Alisa. Look up at the sky.
Huh? Oh, wow.
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, If you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right. My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford Group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh, she did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford Group.
What you saw in Ruhr Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Rhineford Group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Rhineford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate. He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place. That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest. It really drove it home to me. How big the Rhineford Group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Rhineford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Alisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it, about your family and the company and everything. So maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right, but I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you, I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away. From my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Reen. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
All right, you got me. I admit defeat. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out. In my own way. Maybe enrolling at Thoris was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So... Wait, all of us?
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Breen, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Alisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, Gaius?
Hmm?
This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.